What do you think the end of modern civilization looks like?
Oh, the end of civilization. Good question. Probably most accurately described as a fracturing of the administrative body, the structural glue that holds us together politically.
Politically, not interpersonally or culturally.
Politically.
Is that why both main parties and all Western democracies believe the same thing in terms of cultural projects and the slow eradication of previously untouchable freedoms? Neither side upholds individual rights, personal rights. Neither stand by the belief that each individual is responsible for and in charge of his own outcome. And not because life is always fair and the good don't get stitched and the bad don't get lucky. That ain't true. But because it's the only attitude available that will maintain the basic freedoms that we Westerners enjoy. One side of the political spectrum pushes forward in taking control of people's lives, and the other side slowly relents. The basic principle upon which freedom rests and is infinitely justified has been marched on by the institutions. Which is a description of what I think the end of modern civilization looks like.
There you go, flouncing along through the auriferous field of oilseed rape, waving your hands round like a child on her maiden voyage through the crop. You've made very big jumps with your arguments there, and you've not always landed in the good stuff, if you know what I mean. Don't look as if you do.
You're saying I make leaps of logic that don't always pay off in the manner I intended.
Oh, that's it. Speak like that. You could become my translator. You could help me work out finally what the words coming out of my mouth mean. I'll pay you, of course. You become a government advisor. Pays handsomely. Far better than this bar job, I no doubt.
No, thank you, Boris. I don't think I've ever said anything to you in support of expanding the state, so to accept such a role would be to defile the very standards I stand by.
Political disagreement on things that matter is very dangerous. We need uniformity on the big things.
That sounds terrifying.
Oh, it is. If we return to the tribalism of varying opinions, with today's technology, we blow each other to smithereens.
Right. We all need to be coaxed into accepting the same future, with the appearance of freedom of choice being little more than subterfuge.
There you go again, exactly. Are you sure I can't tempt you with this position? We must accept that civilization has moved on in unity, a unity that can and must never be ripped asunder, and that must be held onto with a globally realized and orchestrated collective destiny.
Yep, that sounds terrifying.
It's homogeny or capitulation, I'm afraid.
Modern civilization can only survive if we homogenize around principles.
No. Outcomes. If we focus on principles, civilization will collapse into anarchy and despair.
If we focus on outcomes, then modern civilization will reorder into a lifeless, soulless slavery dictated by unaccountable elites.
Slimline tonic. And a squeeze of lime, please. All this disagreement has put me in need of some vitamin C.